Like, how about Holly dropping French? I said, Holly, you up here just doing this simple. I was like, Holly, you speak
you
French?
know how Holly get down. Like, Holly does not play.
She was up there speaking French. But you know what's always awkward as an American? When you speak French to somebody and then they speak English back. Because, like, I go and try to speak the language of other countries and they're like, yeah, the salt's over there. And I'm like, but I'm trying.
But say it back. Say it back, please.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Post Moose. I'm Candace Parker, here with my co-host, Aliyah Boston. Some call her AB.
That's me. And that's me. Here I am. Take my hand. Take a breath. Drive me close.
Hold on. Let me get through with this plug so that people will actually follow us at Post Moose Show on all socials. In case this is your first episode listening, please hang on. I promise it will get better.
And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcast. New episodes drop every Wednesday. You didn't like my High School Musical intro?
I know you, but there are some people that are probably tuning in for the first time, and we'll find out whether we gained post-ups or we lost them. We'll find it out. We'll find it out.
I'm going to just start picking. You know what? Next week, I'm going to do Let It Shine. Okay. Let It Shine was good.
Okay.
So what you been up to? I saw Layla commitment, period. How do you feel? Like, are you like...
I am so proud of my daughter. She had surgery May 20th of last year.
Mm-hmm.
And she had back surgery. She had a fracture in her back and it needed to be repaired. And so she missed the brunt of, like, you know, the club season.
Yeah.
That, like, really important sophomore going into junior year club season. And she was all worried. And so every day we would just talk about committing to the process and letting things work itself out. And you don't have to tell your story, you know, time will. And you just keep putting in stacking days. And that's all we talked about. And then we look up and we're going on official visits. And
that's so cute.
Yeah. So my daughter's gonna be at Triton, UC San Diego. I'm proud of her because she was so definitive in her decision making, which is something that at her age I lacked. The decision making, like the finality of it. Like I wavered a little bit and wondered what if, whatever. Layla was like, I really want to go here. This is what fits me. It's a great academic school. Volleyball's on the up and up. She loves the coach. And also she was like, I want to have a balance of great life. And I'm like, we went there and their campus is on the beach. And
that's so good.
Yeah. And so she was like, Mom, Din Tai Fung is on the meal plan.
That's actually
foodie.
Pretty solid. I can't lie. That's good.
She's a huge foodie. So I think it checked every box and I'm really proud of her, man. So yeah, I got to get my Triton gear.
So Layla's committing. Goose is riding some bikes.
Goose is riding, like riding. I sent you that video. You were like, oh, he's riding a bike.
No, he was really going.
Oh, no, he's riding a bike. And
I
know
can't lie, that was impressive.
Everybody's making fun of my helmet.
No, we have to talk about it.
No, everybody was making fun of my
Candace,
helmet.
Was that yours?
Yes, it's my helmet. And it's totally protecting...
What?
It's totally protecting every part of my head. But I'm trying to be I'm trying to be the example because my kid is like, I can't tell him to wear a helmet and I'm not wearing a helmet. So I put it on.
But maybe go up.
Are you trying to say my head is big?
Like, maybe like, I mean, half is like, I'm not saying you have to go up a full helmet size, but I mean, just like a little bit.
You know what, Chelsea? I'm going to get you because everybody on Instagram went crazy over that. And then you want to bring it to the show notes that my helmet doesn't fit my helmet size. Okay. Aliyah, you know, we changed hairstyles. Our head size goes up based off of what
maybe
hairstyle
yours.
We have. Whoa, I know yours goes up based on them braids. I know your hat size. Your hat size knocking on like 8.5. Okay, bruh. Okay, well, send me what helmet I should order and I'll order another helmet. But we've been going on bike rides. We've been having a good time. It's like so fun to spend time with your kids in stuff that you like doing too. You know, like that shared joy.
I love that.
Speaking of shared joy, I can't get this transition down because I don't have the share joy in TikTok dances, but I know that brings you joy. So what brings you joy brings me joy. You and Donovan Mitchell were killing it.
Oh my gosh, that was actually so funny.
Spider.
Like, what?
Okay, get it. Where are you?
What? We were in Cleveland, so we were at a shoot. And I was like, I wasn't gonna ask him, but then I just asked him, I was like, you wanna make a TikTok? And he was like, yeah, why not? And I was like, okay, period.
Well, he's probably used to doing a couple TikToks. If you got Coco as your fiance,
I know. I
you
literally told him, I was like, you probably get this so much, but I love Coco. I love Coco Jones. And I was like, I just tell her, I say, hey, just hey, girl.
Just
like,
it's just a shout out in the next song. That's all you want.
Like, please, like I don't even ask
you give
for much.
me fever like Indiana.
Literally, Coco.
There you go.
Coco,
I just dropped a lyric right there. Got her next song.
That's actually funny.
It'd be perfect. Coachella, have you ever been?
I've never been to Coachella. I see everyone, and every time I see people go to Coachella, I'm like, dang, I should have went. But honestly, I have a thing with like too many people. Coachella is just too many people for me. I don't care if it's outside. I can't get away fast enough. Like, that's just too many people.
I went one time, and I say I went one time because I will be only going one time. And it is a lot of people, but it's just like the dust and like just it's not for me. It's not for me. I'd rather watch it on YouTube or, the performances
or just clips on like TikToks,
or clips. I'm more of like a box. Put me in a box.
Yeah, I want to be in a box. But then I feel like if I'm at the box, it's like I'm not even there, so I might as well just be home.
Because you have your people there and you're enjoying it. I would rather have a box or a suite or something like that. I know, call me bougie, whatever you want to call me, but I will say that I do love the internet during times like this because obviously like people had different views about Justin Bieber's performance, whether you loved it, whether you liked it. Lizzo had some words about how, he actually is getting back to like himself and all of this stuff. There's no doubt he's talented. Say what you want. However, the tweets about Coachella, one of my favorite tweets from Coachella was that Coachella is like the influencer's Met Gala. And now I can't unsee it.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Because it really is. You all post-ups, please tell us help me be excited about Coachella. Because I do. I mean, I won't say never. I'll never say never.
Yeah,
I kind of did say never. But I want to get into that spirit of like wanting to go. So help me with that.
You know what we should honestly also have them help us with? What should be your birthday gift?
Ooh, a helmet? A helmet?
We should get a helmet with your number on it.
A nice helmet that fits my head.
It's kind of crazy, like thinking like you're about to be the big 4-0. Like, how do you feel? Like, are you excited? Because honestly, back in those days, when you were coming up,
back in those days is wild.
Do you know that gas was around like 93 cents per gallon for
And we need to go back to those times.
Let me tell you, I just filled my tank. Jazzy, that's the name of my car. She is usually about like, I'll give her like 37 to 40 to like fill a tank for real. And so like we be chilling. The other day I put $50 in my tank.
I mean, I have a Suburban.
And I have a Suburban,
so I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for you.
No, you should. But it's like the principle. And then I drive 2 feet and it's already, why is the line already down? Why has the line already moved? Why are we doing, like, it's silly. Because now I'm not driving anywhere. Now I'm going to get my steps in.
Very true.
Like, are we kidding?
Very true.
Ronald Reagan was president. Congratulations.
Dare to keep kids off drugs. That was the slogan for Ronald Reagan. Let's see. What else does Chelsea have down here to make me feel older?
Oprah Winfrey? Slay.
Yeah, it was the debut of the Oprah Winfrey Show, which is actually wild. But guess what?
What?
1986 was a great year. I was not alive for it because it was a little earlier in the year. But the year 1986, the Bears won the Super Bowl.
Oh, slay.
Super Bowl 20.
Hey,
so it's a sign that we're going to win it pretty soon.
I wouldn't say that at all.
40 years later, we got this. We got it. Yeah, no, we did an early birthday celebration just because I am calling games for the playoffs for NBA, and the plan starts this week, and I'm doing a couple games. So we did an early weekend in Cabo. We got the most amazing villa. Had a lot of my friends and everyone come in, which I'm super grateful for. And you know us, it's all vibes. We did a little boat day. We did a
I love that.
little
I
restaurant.
was jealous. I saw it on your Instagram story and I was
hangout.
jealous.
You know, just a little taste. We threw a little taste in there. No, but I'm super grateful for my family for planning it. And honestly, I had a great time. As you can tell, I'm back to reality, which I've realized I'm meant for villa and yacht life, not everyday life.
No, I love that for you.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to aspire to do in my 40s is do this podcast from a yacht.
As long as your Wi-Fi is good, babe, no complaints.
Okay.
But whatever. All right, it is time for our fresh take of the week presented by Wendy's. Wendy's new spicy chicken sandwich is crispier, crunchier, and more flavor-packed than ever. Wendy's, we're so back. Okay, here's my take. Pineapple does not and will not ever belong on pizza. I can't get with it.
So even if you have meat with the pineapple, you're still against it?
That's actually worse. Because now the pineapple is near the meat and it's like, why would the pineapple juice make it to like near the meat? Like that, I simply can't do it. And I feel like fruit should not even be allowed near food. I should just say that. Like it should always be on its own separate plate. 100%.
Okay.
Can't mess with it.
I raise you. I don't disagree with you, but I think the people are being grossed out by pineapple on pizza to me is like, you guys are being really dramatic.
No, I don't think so. I think the pineapple should never be there.
But pineapple with cheese, pineapple, like, I don't see why it's so disgusting because people
I do, because
people
pineapple
put
shouldn't even be with
olives
cheese.
on pizza.
And that's nasty.
Artichoke and anchovies.
And
but
that's
why does
nasty.
why does pineapple get singled out as like?
Because it's a fruit that has no business being on pizza.
Okay, let me think of another fruit. Well, tomatoes technically.
Yeah,
is
but
tomato a fruit?
It really shouldn't even be there.
Tomato's a fruit.
How do you feel about like ranch, pizza dipped in ranch?
See, I'm a purist. I like my cheeseburgers just with cheese, meat, bun. Okay? I like my chicken sandwiches with just cheese, meat, bun.
I'm going to call the cops.
I like my pizza just
immediately.
Meat.
I'm with you on the pizza.
Tomatoes, cheese.
You don't have to add tomatoes.
Don't add too much. No, but I'm saying tomatoes in the sauce. So it's like paste.
Well, yeah.
And I don't like dipping my wings in anything because if I'm dipping my wings in anything, what was the point of having the sauce to dip? Like,
you know what? That's a good point. But at the same time, ranch gives flavor. Like, I don't do blue cheese. That's nasty. Like, if you do blue cheese, please stay far away from me and you're a threat to society. But ranch, we can make that shake.
Yeah, no, I'm a purist. I like my, no steak sauce on my meat. Like, are you kidding me? No. If it's good, it's good. Just like when it's dry, you got to, add a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm with you on that.
Okay, so do you dip your pizza in ranch?
I will. I never said I was a purist. I'm not going to just do it, but, if they're like, oh, do you want a side? I'm like, sure, some ranch.
You know what's fire, though? Low-key. Mike's Hot Honey. You put that on that pizza.
I don't do the hot. I
try it. Mike's Hot Honey drizzled over the pizza slice is fire.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'll do that when I'm done my 75 hard.
Have you ever had a full-on wardrobe emergency while you're out of town? Because I have. Picture this. Spring break trip, getaway. You pack the day before your flight, feeling good. Like, yeah, I got everything. Then you get there, start pulling out your outfits, and suddenly nothing is working. You don't have the right shoes for dinner. Your fits are not matching the vibe. Now you're stressed on vacation. That's not how that's supposed to go. And that's when it hits me. Okay, no more trying to figure this out on my own. Next time, we're doing it differently. We're stopping by Macy's and working with a personal stylist. They help you put together full looks, head to toe, that actually work together. So you're not guessing in front of a hotel mirror 5 minutes before you have to leave. And the best part, appointments are free and you get 20% off your purchase. No more trying to throw something together last minute in a hotel room. You want to be stress-free, looking good, and feeling confident. That's the difference Macy's makes. Back in 1995, Wendy's invented the iconic spicy chicken sandwich. Built from scratch, they perfected the balance of heat and flavor in every bite. So yeah, Wendy's set the standard, but standards don't stand still.
So in 2026, they're going back to the flavor, back to the quality, and back to the kitchen to make the sandwich that started it all better. Meet the new spicy chicken, same iconic sandwich from Wendy's, now even more iconic.
I see what they did there. They made me read the old sandwich and they let you read the new sandwich. We're talking a bold blend of 9 peppers and spices, and the breading, even crispier than before, golden and glistening with that signature spice blend. Crispier, crunchier, and more flavorful than ever. All cooled down with some pickles, tomato, and mayo, because you deserve more from your chicken sandwich.
Being the first was one thing, but being the best, that's Wendy's thing. So don't just take their word for it. Consider this your official invitation. Come see, come compare, come taste, trust them. You're going to have to eat it to believe it. 2026 quality is our recipe, LLC.
These days, it's easy to sit back and just let life happen. You get comfortable and suddenly you're just moving on autopilot.
But drivers aren't like everyone else. They see and do things differently.
They live life by their own rules, and they certainly don't follow the crowd.
That's why this is a reminder for me, from Volkswagen, and from drivers everywhere to actually take control.
Make the most of every day. Take your own path.
Grab the wheel. Get in the driver's seat of your own life.
Because honestly, what are you waiting for?
Head over to VW.com and see what's waiting for you.
All right, it's time for what we want to talk about.
Well, let's get it.
The 2026 WNBA Draft happened yesterday.
I
I know everyone tuned in as we did. And, you know, I think everybody knew who the number 1 pick was going to be. Obviously, we knew that they could go different ways, but the Dallas Wings were dropping subliminal messages in their posts and things
Oh
like
my
that
gosh,
leading
they
up
were.
to
It was so-
But it wasn't even subliminal. It was like, oh, okay, they're taking AZ.
Everyone knew it was kind of funny.
But AZ is the 7th UConn player to go to number 1, most number 1 overall by a school. I mean, what are your initial thoughts? Her teaming up with Paige, Arike already posted, excited.
I know Arike
about
was so
welcome.
excited. It was fun seeing like Arike's story post, but I mean, obviously Paige and AZ have played together, so they know how to play together. Honestly, I think Dallas made some like super big moves in free agency this year. Like the bigs that they brought in, Alana Smith being able to stretch the floor, like with adding another shooter on the floor. I mean, it'll be good. Just hopefully not against my Fever Girls. You know, we open up the season with them too, so
Can't
hopefully
wait.
they don't figure it out yet.
I cannot wait for that opening matchup.
I know,
But
it's gonna be fun.
yeah, speaking of number 1 picks, this
Jump
is kind of a
scare.
dope ass photo. We got the 2023, 24, 25, and 26.
Yeah, that's actually kind
taking
of
a picture in USA basketball. You all, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
this is
it's
crazy.
actually
You guys
crazy.
are babies. You
I
guys are
know.
babies. What year was this picture taken?
I don't even know, but I know like Fran was on that team. I don't know where we were.
Could you estimate what year? Like, were you in college at this
No,
point?
no. We
This
were
is
in
high school?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I'm like, look at Paige's face.
we were. Yeah, we're in high
Paige
school.
is in the picture. Aliyah Boston's in the picture. Caitlin Clark's is in the picture. And Azzi Fudd's in the picture. And
It's
you
kind of funny that we're
all-
all in like the same side too.
And you
So
guys
that's
are
kinda funny.
teammates. So
Yeah.
obviously caddy corner teammates, which is unbelievable. It's crazy. The flashback, flash forward pictures. But
Yeah, no, it's insane.
yeah, that is crazy. Another thing, how did Minnesota get the 2nd pick? I was trying to explain to somebody yesterday and I don't know.
Didn't they trade something with Chicago?
I think that's something that we need to look up.
No, I think they had.
Hold on.
I think they had a trade with Chicago, and it gave. Oh, okay. So there was a trade, I'm pretty sure, and then Minnesota got Chicago's 1st round pick, and then when they did the whatever it's called, what's it called, the raffle for the who gets the number 1,
The lottery.
the lottery. There you go. Chicago got number 2, so then Minnesota to swap and take it.
So how Minnesota got the number 2 pick, because I know a lot of people are scratching their heads with how they got it, as did I, because I had to look this up. because they finished number 1 in the league last
Mhm.
year and they got the number 2 pick this year. But the Lynx acquired Chicago's pick in a last-minute trade on the eve of the draft 2 years ago in 2024. The Sky sent a package of draft capital to Minnesota in order to jump up to number 7 in that year's draft and select Angel Reese.
Got it. Well, here we are.
Wow. So this is why I say you have to wait a couple years to rate drafts, trades and things like that, because you traded Angel Reese. So basically you got 2 first-round picks, right?
Mhm.
In consecutive years next year and the year after for Angel Reese, but you gave up this year's pick, in which, to me, Olivia Miles is a franchise, changer. That's crazy. So Olivia Miles goes to a Minnesota Lynx team.
Yep.
That is like a well-oiled machine. And I think a lot of people know how good Olivia Miles is, but what Cheryl Reese is about to do with Olivia Miles, like,
It's gonna be crazy.
this is absolutely crazy.
We'll see.
And then Seattle picking Awa Pham, Washington picking Lauren Betts. I think the surprise was number 5, Chicago
Jaquez,
again, is Gabriela Jaquez. And then we just go straight up Bruins all
Kiki
day.
Rice to Toronto.
Kiki Rice to Toronto, which shocked me a little bit. We got Martin to Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Flau'jae, which was drafted by Golden State, but we'll get to that in a second. Raven Johnson, your teammate, fellow Gamecock. Cocks up.
Cocks up, baby.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And I'm trying to look through the rest of Gianna Neepkins is the one that she played for UCLA's
as well,
national championship team.
Medina Okot to Atlanta.
There you go. Gamecocks.
I mean, they're big.
Gamecocks.
Atlanta's gonna be big.
Gamecocks.
Cocks up.
That was actually insane. It's like Atlanta's like, the whole world's going small. We're gonna go big.
We're gonna go bigger.
Just going big all around.
Yeah.
You have any thoughts or reactions?
I felt like obviously the first 4, like we knew it was gonna be those 4, just wasn't sure which order. Honestly, when you look at the draft picks all around, Washington, their picks having like Lauren, Shakira, Kiki, Cody McMahon, like I feel like their offense is about to just be fast. Like their plan is probably just to run. Especially all the people they drafted, like the offenses was fast. Like even Cody at Ole Miss, like Coach Yo wants to push the ball, and that's exactly what she did. So I think that transition game is going to be pretty nice. I'm happy to have my girl Raven. I think Raven is gonna have a good W career. Like I'm excited that she gets to start it at the Fever. So we'll see. I mean, I'm excited.
I can't wait to hear about that first practice where it's gonna be a little awkward. I mean, I know that Caitlin Clark and Raven have probably talked since then, but it's got to be a little, especially when you're a defensive player like her, like you're going to come in, you're probably going to be playing against the first unit, to be honest with you. She's not probably going to start. And so you're going to be battling against her in practice. And the Fever, I think, have done a great job, obviously, of drafting. Some have fallen into their laps, and clearly you were the number 1 pick. Clearly Caitlin was the number 1 pick. But I do feel like there are ways to make your franchise better with the others.
Yeah,
and
100%.
Now with an expanded roster, like you're able to draft to get people better and ready in practice.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's funny though that you say that, because even when Caitlin came, obviously in the year, like that year when they beat us in the Final Four, like it was actually kind of funny because I was like, wow, I'm really about to be teammates, and like you dropped 40 on our heads, like that was really trifling. Like you didn't have to do that. But it's crazy because we actually did talk about it, because I felt like we had to talk about it. It was just one of those things I was like, wow, like no beef. Obviously, like it's so funny, like the fans always have more beef than the players actually do. So it's like always entertaining. You read all this stuff and like fans are hating on one person, hating on another, and then you are playing with that said person. And so I think it's gonna be fine. Like everyone has their thoughts, but like when you come in and you're in the gym and you're ready to hoop, like that's literally all it is. So I mean, I'm excited.
I just laugh because it really does mean something when you put a jersey on. Like you're really on that person's side.
Yeah, 100%.
And all this stuff before,
it literally doesn't matter.
It literally is. That's who you. I mean, at least on great teams, that's what happens. And so I just feel like both of you all have played at a really high level, and That's what it is, all that college stuff. Now, like, I'm gonna drop a couple jokes in the group chat, on the anniversary of, some
You're
stuff.
so lame.
But I'm saying that's teammates. That's what you're supposed to do.
100%.
You're supposed to
100%.
poke fun. You're supposed to poke fun at that. Another viral video occurred after the draft in which Cathy Engelbert was actually kind of defensive when asked about how much longer she'll be the WNBA commissioner. And Cathy's response was, "I wonder whether you would ask that of a man." The reporter said I would. I kind of laughed because there are so many instances where we have to, get mansplained to or whatever. But I just know, like, Roger Goodell, every single day people are asking whether he's going to return as commissioner of the NFL. So that was just kind of one of those things where I feel like she probably should have prepared for that question. Like, her PR people probably should have been like, "Hey, Cathy, people are probably going to ask you, this might happen." Responding with, "Would you ask that with for a man?" And then the reporter just like
saying yes is funny.
Yeah, I would.
My gosh, whatever.
It's just more funny. I think it's funny. Okay, so who is the biggest winner in the draft? Who are you thinking is the biggest winner? It can be players, it can be team, it can be franchise, like whatever it is.
Honestly, outside of the Fever, because, Fever up, baby, I would say literally UCLA brought their whole starting 5 plus a sub.
Yeah,
and they all got drafted.
6 people
That's
got.
like a record in the W.
Yeah, it's crazy.
From taking from a school.
Well, they got 5 first-round picks, but then 6 total.
But then 6 total, which is pretty dope. Like, that is pretty dope. I'm happy for Corey. I think Corey has literally been working so hard at UCLA, and, like, I'm happy that she won this chip and that her players got drafted, unfortunately, against my Gamecocks. So that part hurts to the core, but I love Corey. Like, she is really, like, just a great person, a genuine person that loves the game, and so I'm happy. I'm really happy for the UCLA girls.
Yeah, I really feel like Minnesota won. I'll be honest. Like, Olivia Miles is going to be, she's going to be problems. And especially in a system like Minnesota's, where if you're a great player in a system, you're going to excel even more. If you're an okay player and can star in your role, you're going to excel. Like, I think Courtney Williams has been great her entire career. Connecticut, great, big shot maker. But I think where her, like, growth really has been playing in Minnesota's offense. And I'm saying that as somebody that cannot stand Minnesota. We battled against them for years in the playoffs, but they had a system and they ran it like a machine.
100%.
And I know Olivia Miles is about to be in there percolating on a defense. Percolating.
Well, Cheryl said, bring your defense on your way here.
Oh gosh, see, that's what I mean. If she can buy in, then she's gonna be great. But Olivia's not known for defense. I'll just tell you that. It's okay. Good luck, Olivia. First day of training camp. Funny. Nobody touches the ball.
Just defense. Oh my gosh, stop. Don't say that because I don't want to.
I just cannot wait to call you because training camp starts on my birthday.
I know. I'm literally sick. I mean, I'm so happy it's here. Like, I feel like it's been forever and now it's here, but now it's so fast. So,
but that's the biggest, like, brain shift for me when I was in the midst of the season and the season, like, ended or it was over or whatever. It's like this, like, mourning period where you're like, what am I supposed to do with the rest of my day? What am I, blah, blah. But then when the season starts, you're like,
I don't have any time. Like, damn.
I am not going to have any time for 8 months. Like, this is going to be, somebody's going to tell me. And we always said it was 3 days. It's on day, like practice. It's game day, or it's off day. The athlete only has 3 days in a week.
That's it.
And that's it. Yeah. That's all. Biggest head scratcher in this draft.
Ooh, head scratcher. I mean, I wasn't expecting Flau'jae to get traded, but I also see Flau'jae thriving at Seattle. So I'm not even like, whoa, what is this? I think she'll be fine.
No, I think she'll be fine. I do think there's a difference for her going to Golden State versus going to Seattle, because Golden State has pieces. They're building a great roster. Like, I like the addition of Gabby Williams to that squad.
Yeah, that is great.
Like her, Burton, their experience, their They play defensively. They're versatile.
And their system too. Like their system is like very free, but yet very organized. It's like insane. And then everyone shoots the three. So
yeah. And the GM for the Golden State Valkyrie put out a statement saying, when I'm ready to speak more about what the strategy is behind it, I'll speak on it. I don't really speak about my strategy publicly because other teams are watching. And it was reported today that Golden State made the decision to trade down after the players they were eyeing to draft were taken earlier in the first round. So they had a plan, a backup plan, and this plan. So basically what we're talking about is they're trading back from 8 to 16 and only getting a future second round pick seems kind of like a robbery. But again, you cannot grade trade. You cannot grade trades. I can't say that.
Yeah.
You can't grade trades until time has passed. So we shall see. But a big moment was Flau'jae's little brother.
Oh, he was so cute. He was really adorable.
Adorable. Like just so adorable. It was amazing.
You can tell their whole family just like literally loves each other. Like, and Holly was like, "Tell him come up here."
Like, how about Holly dropping French?
I know.
I said, Holly, you up here just doing some. I was like, Holly,
you know how Holly get down. Like, Holly does not play. Holly does not play. She will.
Yeah, she was up there speaking French. But you know, it's always awkward as an American when you speak French to somebody and then they speak English back. Because like I go and try to speak the language of other countries and they're like, yeah, the salt's over there. And I'm like, but I'm trying.
But say it back. Say it back, please.
That's what it is. You want to go to rookie salaries?
Yeah.
I mean, you're shifting over, so you're on the new baseline of rookie salaries. Not rookie, but you know what I mean,
dude. I mean, everyone. It was posted like Azzi's rookie salary being $500,000 as the number one pick. Mine was 74. Oh, Candace.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I said, it doesn't really matter if it's 34,000 or 44,000. It was not a lot, but I think it's just crazy because now it is. I loved watching the draft because it is bigger, it is brighter, there are more lights, it is more attention from every year, you know? And I do think that there have been a lot of changes. I mean, they had Tina Thompson come back, which was one of my favorite moments. Yeah. She was the first overall draft pick in the WNBA in 1997. And she said that they did it from Secaucus at basically like they did it from the ESPN studios. And now it's an entire event in New York where rookies come for years and years. I mean, for days and days before and do a whole bunch of things. So I just really am excited about where the WNBA is. And all jokes aside, like I know people are counting money and things like that. I try not to count other people's money. I hope people don't count my money. I think we're in a great position now where there's an investment in the WNBA. Now players are going to have more power because they're signing more checks with zeros behind them. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be taken more serious. And with that, more money, sometimes more problems. So you got to make sure you come correct this rookie class. Do you remember how you spent your first paycheck?
My first paycheck?
All 74,000 of it.
I don't even know. I mean, considering I give to the 401k, and so I basically get half of that. I don't remember, but my big purchase though that year was my car. I did buy a car. I bought Jazzy. She is so cute. I love my little Jazz. Yeah, so that was my big girl purchase because I was like, I need a car.
Yeah, I maxed out my 401k because like, what was that gonna do for me? But yeah, I think everybody should just take care of their money. Obviously, I think there's a happy balance. Like, live your life, splurge, do things, but make sure you're the name of the game is compounding. Compounding.
Period, queen.
So you got to invest early. You got to invest early for sure. Free agency is up on us. It was hilarious. I was in Cabo when free agency first started, and I had Chelsea and Kalia Copper there, and it was a lot of conversations and all of that. So it was great to see them re-sign back with their respective teams. It got off to kind of a funny start with the Minnesota
birthday.
Balloon Company.
Yeah, that was actually kind of crazy.
Accidentally leaked a welcome to NECA. See, this is what I
Like-
talk about. More lights, more cameras, more action.
It was funny. And then NECA like posted on her social media. She was like, not them trying to be in my business and all that stuff. It was like very funny.
It's like ain't nobody's business now that there's a couple zeros behind checks. And obviously NECA ended up signing with the Sparks where
Yeah.
she won a championship in 2016. I thought it was hilarious. The internet, once again, sending clips from Chicago saying, welcome.
That was
And they had two balloons.
the internet really is undefeated. Sometimes it can be funny.
Internet is undefeated.
Sometimes it can be funny for real.
Undefeated. But let's look at the Sparks. Sparks signed in free agency Neko Gumake, Erica Wheeler. They re-signed Kelsey Plum.
Mm-hmm.
And they re-signed her to $999,999.
She's so funny.
And then took a picture with another dollar because a
And
fan
said,
was like,
"Found
let
it."
me get you that other dollar. She obviously took less so that their roster could, have a little bit more depth. They acquired in a trade Ariel Atkins, and they traded Rickea Jackson for Ariel Atkins in a direct player swap. Can I give my opinion?
Yes, please.
I think Ariel Atkins fits what the Sparks are going to do. I think Rickea Jackson is a player that you build around. She's a straight hooper.
I love Rickea.
And so to
Yeah, I've
trade
always
her in
been
a
a fan.
straight up with Ariel Atkins, to me, like I said, time will tell. But
I mean, Chicago's also trying to do some work. I mean, bringing in Skylar, Dejanay, Azure, Rickea.
I just am laughing because Skylar posted like Zen Sky, and I think it's all great in the off season. I used to tell myself, this is how I'm going to behave. I'm
And then
not
you
going to
start
let
going
things
again.
bother me. I'm not going to do all these things. And then you get in season and it's like, ah! So I'm with you on this journey, Sky. For this Zen Sky, I'm with it. Sky want to play fast. It's apparent. Skylar Diggins, Dejanay Carrington, Azare Steven, who loves to hoist them threes.
Yes.
Rickea Jackson, JC Sheldon.
Rachel Bainham's back.
I said
Courtney Bain-
fast. Rachel Banham don't.
I know, but I was just saying she shoots.
Elizabeth
though.
Williams. Okay,
All she
I'm
has
with
to
you.
do, get out in transition and let that baby.
Okay, I was talking about the fast unit. I was gonna get to the
Oh.
next unit. Okay, but re-signed Rachel Banham, Courtney Vandersloot, Elizabeth Williams. Yeah, and they acquired 2 first-round picks in next year's draft because they traded Angel. So they got a whole new look.
Yeah.
Chicago. And I like Rickea. I like Rickea there, and
Me
that's somebody
too.
that you want to build around. Maybe it's because of the numbers with the Sparks that they couldn't make it work, but I just think for Rickea Jackson, she's one of those players you make it work. Let's go through Atlanta. Atlanta, big trade with acquiring Angel Reese. They will pair her with Naz Hillman, who's shooting the 3 now, Bree Jones, who Aliyah does not like boxing out, Leisha Gray, Ryan Howard, Jordan Canada. This is a crazy lineup.
No, it is.
It's a crazy lineup. New York Liberty signing Satu Sabali, so they could potentially have a.
I can't lie, that lineup is nasty work. Sabrina, Benaja, Stewie, Satu, JJ.
Yeah, see, I think Phoebish is going to be in the. I think Phoebish is at the 2, Satu at the 3, Brianna Stewart at the 4, Jonquel Jones at the 5.
That's still silly. Like that's
It's
still
a silly lineup.
It's so silly.
Can I ask a question though?
Yeah.
Is it only silly on the offensive end, or is it silly on the defensive end too?
No, it's silly on the defensive end.
So, like, you think that they're going to be ridiculous on the defensive end?
It doesn't have to be ridiculous. They have like a lot of length.
Okay.
Like, I mean, even if they're not in the gaps, being able to come back and contest, they probably still can. We'll see.
Like I said, we'll see. If I'm doing like buy in on the offensive end. I think it's gonna be great. I do think that they're gonna have to move Saab off the ball a little bit just so that she can get
Shot,
free
yeah.
and come off screens and things like that she likes to do. But they have a bunch of ball handlers. On the defensive end is where I have my questions. So I guess time again will tell the story. Indiana Fever signed in free agency Monique Billings, Ty Harris. I love Ty Harris.
Me too.
Hines Allen, freaking ridiculous. Re-signed Kelsey Mitchell, which I'm super happy for her. 1 year, 1.4 super max. She deserves it.
No,
she been shooting with Indiana Fever in the
does.
gym
That's exactly what I'm saying. Kelsey deserves it. I don't care.
And you knew Lexi Hall and Sophie Cunningham were gonna be back. Dantas is coming back.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all got a little squad. Y'all got a little bench mob.
And
y'all can play a couple different ways.
Watch out now.
I like it.
Thank you.
I like it a lot.
Dallas.
Let's see. Dallas, Elena Smith, Lindsay Allen, Jessica Shepard. And they traded forward Diamond Miller to Connecticut in exchange for Raya Marshall. Raya Marshall.
Then Arike, Awag, Lee, Rue, Grace. Honestly, I liked what Dallas did, though, especially with the post. Like, I think having posts that stretch the floor with, like I said, with a Paige, with Azzi, with an Arike, like, put some pressure on some teams.
There ain't nowhere to go up but up for Dallas because they was in the bottom of they was in the cellar last year. So all moves are up. And the Aces re-signed Jackie Young, Jewel Lloyd, Chelsea Gray, Dana Evans, Nalissa Smith, Cheyenne. Still waiting on Asia, but I gotta believe Asia is just kind of like, I know I'm gonna be signed. Just get everybody's numbers where they need to be, and then I'll resign because that's the vet she's gonna be. Bree Turner, Stephanie Talbot, they signed in free agency. And I think their roster looks good. They're running it back pretty much with the team that they had. They are, like you're running it back with your core group. Adding Jewel Lloyd, I wonder if she's going to come off the bench again this year. Melissa had a great year. Cheyenne, we didn't really get to see what she could do. So that's a good signing. Toronto Tempo going with their backcourt. Marina Mabry and Brittany Sykes signing 2-year max contracts. What do you think about the Tempo? Julie Alamon, Brittany Sykes, Mabry.
I mean, you got spacers. They want to shoot. You know that's how Sandy gets down. Shooting, spacing, being able to play fast. So I mean, this isn't shocking.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think the Toronto Tempo made some good moves with what they had, right?
Yeah.
You have the number 6 pick in the draft, and then you turn around, you elected to not pick first in the expansion draft, and then you ended up with the roster that you had with the players. I really like Marina. Yeah. I think that Marina, especially in Dallas, in Chicago, she hasn't had a vet. So I am looking for Toronto to bring in a vet for her to be able to follow, respect, set the precedent, set the culture, because I think Toronto on paper, they look really good. Other notes, Stud Buds.
Aww.
They're broken up.
So sad.
Natisha Heidemann signing a 2-year, $1.5 million deal with the Storm. Courtney signed back with the Lynx. Stud Buds are no more. I'm sure they're going to give us,
but they are going to, I'm sure it's going to be like split content.
Yeah, I'm sure. And then, Mystics ended up matching the Tempo's offer for Shakira Austin, which to me was a no-brainer. She signed an offer sheet with Toronto worth $3.57 million, but Washington matched it. So do we have any winners? Do we have any losers? Do we have any surprises before we wrap this up?
We're all winners here. Go Fever.
Okay, we do not all get trophies. That's not how it works.
Oh. Well, I can't say too much because I'm about to play against them. Why would I?
Yeah, but you can say who do you think won this? Who do you think?
Okay, I think the Fever one. I think the Liberty one. What makes me nervous about Minnesota is I feel like they really lost like all of their core. Like seriously. Like Lon, Jess,
Yeah. Bridget
Bridget
Carlton.
Carlton, T, like I don't know.
Yeah.
That one was kind of sad. I don't know why.
I
felt
do
kind of
think
sad
that
for
they've
them.
lost their core, but I do like the pairing of Nafisa Collier with, Olivia
Yeah.
Miles. I do think that when you have those two players, it can make the system go.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think the Aces low key actually have put together a really good roster.
Yeah. I mean,
because they've signed everybody back. They were able to kind of keep their core together. You know the system, you know who it's running through. Really, it's just about putting pieces in place.
yeah,
And I think
100%.
Nalissa having a training camp with this squad and being able to obviously learn and play off alongside Jackie having the ball in her hands a little bit more. Chelsea, you know what she's going to bring. Asia. So I like what the Aces did. I'm not sold on the Liberty yet.
Mm.
Not sold.
Okay.
But I think offensively, they're going to be able to score a lot of points.
Yeah. All right,
so I think we can put a bow on that. We are excited because we are almost less than a week from training camp, and I can't wait to get all the tea. The W keeps on growing, which is why things are the way that they are. Expansion teams in Cleveland, Detroit, and Philly have been approved, which they were announced, but they hadn't been approved.
Yeah.
Board of Governors approved Cleveland to begin play in 2028, Detroit in 2029, and Philly in 2030. So essentially one team new every year for the next 4 years, if you include Houston, which Connecticut's moving to Houston next year. Is the W expanding too fast?
I'm going to say no, just because I feel like there is like pretty great talent and it's just going to keep growing. Like I think you have, and honestly, I think it gives the girls that are playing, they give more confidence to continue to want to be great because there's more opportunity to play. So we'll see.
I am a big believer in number one options. There are a lot of people that aren't true to this, but are new to this. And a number one option, it carries a lot of weight. And there are some teams that have it in the NBA when they did this in the 2000s when they expanded, or 90s when they did Orlando, and when other teams were added to the fold. There is going to be a period of time where talent is going to have to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this is going to be no different, where it is I always say this, somebody on a team, whether you're winning or losing, has to put up 20 and get 10 rebounds. But what does that mean? Is it leading to winning? So do I think there are players that are number one options that can put up 20 and 10? Yes. Do I think that there are players that are going to put up 20 and 10 and teams are going to be 5 and whatever? Yes. So it'll be interesting, but I do think that whenever you add zeros to the equation, more people are trying to make things shake.
Yeah.
So you're going to see the investment in player development. And now with more money, you're seeing more player movement because it's not the difference in $15,000. Now it's a difference in $200,000, which makes a difference. Fever practice facility. I'm waiting for an invite.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can come whenever you want. Are you kidding me? Feed show? Like what?
Why don't you describe the practice facility?
I mean, look at it. Look at that design. I mean, we have our double courts. We have our weight room, which I really love the courts, and leading right into the weight room. It is gorgeous. We have a beautiful training table, our recovery cold tub, hot tub, massages, you name it. I know you saw that ping pong, golf simulator. What? Podcast studio. This one I'm gonna be filming post moves. What? Nutrition table. What I love the most is the space. Like I'm gonna be in here asleep. Because you know that when you start training camp, you're there from the crack of dawn till the afternoon. Like, I'm going to drop Azzi off at doggy daycare, and I'm going to go spend the entire day in the gym, maybe take a nap, and then come back, pick him up, you know? It's going to be the largest
it is a
training facility. So
you'll be excited to start training camp next year because it's supposed to be ready for the 2027 WNBA season.
Yes.
And it's the WNBA's largest and most advanced training facility. We got to get that note in there.
Mm-hmm.
Sports Illustrated, your teammate, Sophie Cunningham, obviously Nafisa Collier, Melissa Jefferson Wooden are making their Sports Illustrated debuts in this year's magazine. They had Fia in the beach wheelchair.
You can never stop a baddie. You can never hold a baddie down.
Ever. She knew.
Yes.
And they have the foot hidden. I see what they did with the camera work there. She looks amazing.
You can never.
And yeah, everyone is doing big things on and off the court, in between the lines, outside the lines, all those things. We saw that Sophie also just landed a new broadcasting role with USA Network for their upcoming WNBA season and will be a contributor for studio. You know, maybe after the tree beach pics, you do some.
Are we serious?
Yeah, Sports Illustrated.
Honestly, I'm glad y'all took that picture because I love that one.
Body tea. I'm for it. 2027, here we come.
All right, it's time for our driver's seat moment of the week presented by Volkswagen, where we spotlight someone who stepped up, seized the moment, and delivered. So this week, the UCLA seniors are in the driver's seat. I mean, coming off a championship, all 6 seniors got drafted yesterday. Like, that is so dope. I love that for each and every single one of them. 5 of them went in the first round. Like, UCLA literally broke records this entire season, and they're ending with a dubski. Okay, so I'm really happy for them. That was dope. Once again, I hate that it was against my Gamecocks, seriously, but having all 6 of your seniors that attended the draft get drafted and 5 in the first round that's impressive.
And Betts and Dugalich going to the same team. That's really dope. Going to the Mystics, as well as Neepkins and Ledger Walker going to the Sun. This is phenomenal. And the previous high was 5 in a single draft, which was South Carolina in 2023. And I do believe that you know something about that, right? You know something about that.
You know. Whatever.
Okay, well, I'd be remiss if I did not take it all the way back to 2008 because our starting 5 for our national championship team all got drafted. So shout out to Alexis Hornbuckle, shout out to Nikki Anasiki, shout out to Shannon Bobbitt, and shout out to Alberta Augusta. Birdie Bird, because all of us got drafted as well. So I'm telling you, win a national championship, usually people are like, wow,
you're really good.
They're a winner. You know what we were talking about earlier? Just like first impressions and reading people. It's funny because you can always tell when someone actually wants to be there. Like at practice, a workout, whatever it is. There's always that one person who's locked in, asking questions, bringing energy. And you're like, yeah, all right. I want that person around.
Right. You don't even have to guess. It just shows.
Exactly. That kind of energy stands out. If you're hiring, you want a candidate who's passionate about your role. But you can't get that insight from a resume unless you post your job on ZipRecruiter. And now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/postmoves.
And ZipRecruiter makes it easy to find those people fast. Their matching technology brings qualified candidates to you. And they've got a new feature that shows you the most interested qualified candidates first.
Plus, candidates can tell you in their own words why they want the job, which is huge.
Find candidates who really want your job on ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/postmoves. That's ziprecruiter.com/postmoves. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
You know what makes this game so special? It's the connections. From the bond between teammates to the energy between players and fans to even the moments we share off the court. That's what it's all about. And that's why we're proud to partner with AT&T.
Because AT&T believes that connecting changes everything. Whether it's staying close to your people, tapping into the game you love, or being a part of the culture that's pushing women's basketball forward. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T. They're helping bring fans closer to the WNBA in real ways, with access, experiences, and moments that actually mean something.
So whether you're watching from home, in the arena, or texting your group chat during a big play, AT&T is helping keep you connected to what matters most. When the connection matters, it has to be AT&T.
Let me put you on to something I've been seeing more and more lately. It's called RK Zero Proof, and it's basically a way to enjoy the taste and feel of your favorite cocktails without any alcohol at all. I'm talking 0 alcohol, 0 sugar, 0 carbs, but somehow it still gives you that same burn experience you'd expect from a real drink.
They've got everything from whiskey and vodka to rum and tequila alternatives. So you can still have your go-to drink just without the downsides. Whether you're cutting back, staying sharp, or just don't feel like drinking but still want the experience, this is definitely something worth checking out. Go to rkzeroproof.com and see what they've got.
All right, before we wrap things up, let's get into our AT&T fan connection. When connection matters, it has to be AT&T. Okay, first question is from @CarlinZoo. How can you tell if a college player will be a good pro?
Well, Carlin, I think it depends on what the need for the team is, because to be honest with you, I do think the WNBA has an advantage because you are in school longer. So you're evaluating talent that, are older and have developed a little bit more. But really, it just comes down to being able to identify what you need and have it match with what the team is. There are a lot of people. I give Kate Martin as a huge example of that. She was sitting in the crowd
Yep.
in the draft and got drafted. And she ended up being an amazing fit for Las Vegas. She starred in her role, and then she ended up going in the expansion draft to the Valkyrie. And so to me, I think it's just starring in your role and being able to really prove to a team that you're going to be able to do that at the next level.
Answer.
Thanks, Aliyah. We have a question from @U2B for life. Can AB give us more details of her Adidas commercial with her mom? It's so cute. How did having her mom in the commercial come about?
Yeah, thank you. It really did turn out super cute. But the moment was just about like your number one supporter, like your biggest fan, like that was the type of vibe, like who supports you, while you're out on the court. And so obviously I picked my mom. It was just they just told us to go out there, start talking, like tell stories, and it turned out so great. I think my mom has just, been a huge part of my life and my sister's life and like sacrifice that her and my dad have made for us. And so it was just pretty dope to have her in this commercial and then to see it on TV. Like it's so weird for me listening to it, but every time it pops up, it's like, wow, that actually like that really turned out so cute.
The authenticity just like shines through in that commercial. You can just tell that that's really truly how you and your mom's relationship is. So it is beautiful.
Slay. Thanks, man. All right. Next question from @DKChill3345X. What's your biggest basketball ick?
My biggest basketball ick is when someone comes with full out gear, clean sneakers, a headband, every single apparatus, and can't hoop at all.
That's valid.
So just like I always say, you on the runway before the game, you looking fly, make sure your game match your fresh. That's what I always like to say. So that's my biggest ick is when you spend more time on your fit and what you look like on the court than you do actually like playing.
Yeah,
the
no,
game
that's
of
valid.
basketball.
I hate when people wear low cut socks. So, because seriously, be so
But what if it
serious.
was an era?
I actually genuinely cannot do that.
But what if it was an era?
No, find a different era.
Because I wear low cut
Find a
socks
different era.
sometimes.
Please.
My tape would all be sticking up.
Like, there's
Then I would just go
That's
straight
it.
like
No.
leggings, and then you put the socks under the leggings, and it would piss my
Under
teammates
the
off so
leggings?
bad. Oh yeah, I put my leggings over my socks just to piss people
yeah, you're
off.
trifling. No, you really are.
Well, we've touched a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's a wrap on this week's episode of Post Moves. Thanks for tuning in. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. And follow Post Moves Show on all socials @Post Moves Show. That's 2 S's.
Bow, bow, bow!
I was ready for it.
Yeah.